Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Meme Boham. I'm an early years educator, a natural hair enthusiast, a lover of people and a lover of life. On my channel here, I make natural hair videos, parent-teacher tip videos, I make game songs and story videos for the children and cooking videos with my son. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to start your child reading. Children are not just born with a love for reading. You know, they come out and poof, all of a sudden they love reading. Just like anything else in their life, we have to help them develop this love for reading. And reading is so important because whatever you want to learn in life, you have to read. How else can we get them to read but to develop a love for reading? If they have a natural love for reading, then they will read anything. In this video, I'm going to be giving you tips to help your child develop that love for reading. The first tip, the first rule is to develop a reading culture in your home. Fill your house with books, 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 books. Have you noticed that children copy everything they see the grown-ups in their lives do? When they see you read, then they want to read. When they see you cook, then they want to cook. When they see you put your shoes on, they want to do it themselves. Whatever they see you do, they sponge, they soak it all up. The next thing to do is to read to them. So they've seen you read, now read to them. Read books to them, different types of books, different genres that are appropriate for their age. Show them how to look after the book, how to turn the pages, how to take care of the book. Let them see that books are precious. Talk about the book you're reading, discuss the story. What do you like about the book? Another great thing to do is create your own story. Tell a story from your imagination. Doing that just gives them that indirect experience that books are just stories from the mind. The third thing to do is to choose a book. What type of book should you choose? You have to consider that. Now, the type of book you choose obviously depends on the age of the child. I'm an early years educator, so I'm going to be talking about books for children from 2 years old to about 4 or 5. So those are the books that I'm going to be talking about in this video. Now, children from that age, for me, the book has got to have a good story. Like, it has to have a good story. I'm definitely not a fan of nonsensical books, so books with poo and fart all on every page. I'm not a fan of those books. I know that there are a lot of parents and people who love them. They say that it helps to develop the child's sense of humor, but in my experience, I really don't think that that age, you know, those books have anything to do with the child's sense of humor. Like I said, the child is a sponge. They're soaking up everything they see you do. So you notice that children with parents who already have that sense of humor just develop it naturally, whether the books are there or not. They just develop that sense of humor by being around the parent. So you giving them those nonsensical books, I feel like personally, I found it to be very distracting, you know, because the parent laughs at those jokes. The child too, in turn, tries to laugh a bit and just over exaggerate, even when they don't understand the message. So for me, personally, and you don't have to agree with me, but personally, I prefer books with a proper message, books that have the themes of things that they already see, you know, themes that they already see and that already exist. So like themes like family and love and culture and things like that, you know, showing them the real world first until they're grounded and develop to their mind before you start to introduce the other types of books. If a book has the word naughty, stupid, or any negative description of a child or a thing, I'll definitely not be getting those books. In fact, naughty is a red flag for me. If I see that word in a book, I won't buy it because I don't want that word in our vocabulary at that age. You know, I just want to delete it altogether. Let's focus on the positive words. Let's focus on the things that describe the child in a positive manner. Like I said, until they develop understanding before we start to introduce those themes. But for me, those are red flags for me. I will not be getting books with those kind of words in it. I absolutely enjoy rhyming books. For some reason, the first book I would go for is a rhyming book. I just feel like if an author can combine rhyming with sending a message and having a story and sticking to a theme, then that's genius. So I love rhyming books. I just feel like it does something to the child's brain development. I just feel like it just helps them with their creativity. It develops that creativity. And so I love rhyming books for children. Those would be my first books to go to. That's why I love Julia Donaldson. I like non-rhyming books with familiar themes about love and family, you know, themes about things that they see in their everyday life. I like non-rhyming books about that. I also like non-fiction books that talk about, you know, the world, talk about inventions and things that people have created. Then books that celebrate diversity. I enjoy books that celebrate diversity because I feel like there's not enough books that celebrate other cultures on the shelves in the libraries. You know, there's not enough. So I always try my best to look out for those kind of books. When purchasing a book, I am that parent that will read the book cover to cover before I buy it. I have to read a book before I buy it. Even if it's a bestseller, I have to read the book before I buy it because it has to tick certain boxes. I have to see what message is it teaching my child, what area is it developing in their mind, is it fun, is it interesting, what message is the writer trying to pass. If it ticks most of my boxes, I'll buy it. Another way to read a book cover to cover before you buy is on YouTube. I found, you know, ever since I started making these game songs and story videos for children, I'd always been collecting books, but not as much as I have in the past year. And I find that if I hear about a book and I want to know what the book is about, I just come on YouTube and I search and I see someone reading the book to children, and that way I know what the story is about. I tick my boxes and then I go out and I purchase the book. So if I can't go to the store, I just check on YouTube and I find the book, and that would help me know if I want to add the book to my collection or not. So after I've filled my house with books and we've developed this reading culture in our home, and my child has also developed their own love for reading and they're on a reading culture journey, then all of a sudden, voila, we have created a reader. In my opinion, this is how we begin the journey to reading. I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Leave a comment and let me know if this was helpful, or if there's any other tip that you would advise parents and teachers to do to develop that reading culture and to create that reading environment in their home and in their classroom. Alright, until my next video, don't forget to spread love, spread positivity, and live to inspire. Bye.